We're on.
Hello, this is Krista Rue from HLC Bookkeeping and Office Services.
Christina Rue.
Excuse my messy office. We were in the middle of a project and we're like, it's 2 o'clock. So
I knew we were so engrossed.
I know. And look, we're twinning today.
We are.
Just for you.
Because
people are like, are you really twins?
you don't look that much alike. Yeah. So we thought we would emphasize that we are twins. I have a little bit of help lightening my hair. Yes. So that's probably part of it. But like some people can tell us apart right away and some people can't.
Yep. And my mom told me I need to color my hair, I guess this side, because my gray is showing. But whatever.
I like to think of gray as like the sophisticated girl.
I have earned every gray hair working with this one.
I can't even deny it. I can't. I am, wait, what is it? I am difficult and high maintenance. I've been told both.
Truth. Mm-hmm. That is truth. But the purpose of Saturday Solutions is to discuss things that have come up this week that we think might be helpful to other business owners, managers, or those generically in business and could benefit them.
Correct.
So,
and we focus on where you live, work, and worship.
Correct.
So we'll touch on subjects that kind of interface with all those areas, because kind of like who we are and the stress we're under affects all those areas. So we try to give little pointers sometimes on other things.
Exactly. So let's recap last week. Last week we talked about setting people up for success. How can you help others achieve their dreams? Yep. Because quite honestly, when you're helping others, you're helping yourself, but that's not why we do it. We do it because it's the right thing to do. But like, it fills me with joy when I see someone reach a goal and I know I helped them do that. That's like so exciting to me. Then we talked again, professional education. So we did Off the Bookshelf. The book was Jeff Gitomer. Can't remember the name off the top of my head, but look at last week.
The name.
Yeah, because the name upsets me. It's what
customer service is dead or something.
No, that's not what it is.
That was the gist.
Yeah,
it's all about building customer loyalty.
Gitomer. Google it and you'll get it. He wrote a lot of books, but this one is about how you want loyalty versus satisfaction.
Correct.
Okay. So, then we did bookkeeping basics, what are expenses and that type of thing. So, our 3 topics for this week, sorry.
Things that have come up this week.
Yes, is W-9 forms, because we're almost halfway through the year.
Yep.
And if you've had a new vendor come into your business, you are to have a W-9 on file, which tells you if they are a sole proprietorship, LLC, corporation, because that is something you need to know if at the end of the year you have to issue a 1099 if you've paid them more than $600. Now, there's a lot of businesses out there that honestly don't think it's important, but I'm here to tell you the federal government does think it's important, so you need to be doing it.
Correct. And it's not about, so let's say you hire a subcontractor and they don't give you the W-9 form for this year.
Well, then they should be giving you a certificate of insurance.
And you should have a contract with them.
That's correct.
They should be doing the same thing they do for you for other people, so that you're not their only customer. Because then are they really a subcontractor? Right. Or are they an employee you're choosing?
And they have to be setting their own
schedule.
You can't be telling them
where to go, what to do, and how to do it.
Because then they're an employee.
Correct.
And that changes the
Yes.
dynamic.
Yes. Krista likes to tell people where to go, what to do, and how to do it. So we have employees here.
Yeah.
But she's pleasant when she does it.
I am. All right. But really, I cannot emphasize enough.
And what's the consequence? If they don't provide you with that W-9 form, when you send them their 1099 at the end of the year, you also send a copy to the government,
Both state and feds.
and then what's going to happen is you're going to get a nice letter back from the feds, and they're going to be like, so this person doesn't have a 1099 or to have a EIN number
or social security
number list. So if you pay him this year, you have to withhold 33%. Did you hear what I said? That means you now became a tax collector, and you have to say, okay, I owe this guy $100. I'm going to hold $33 back, and I got to send that to the federal government. Who wants to do that?
Right. Because it's not your responsibility. It's the subcontractor's responsibility to pay his own taxes.
Yeah, to supply you the proper information. And if they don't want to,
why are you using them? This is part of basic business.
Yes. And if they need to explanation as to why, you tell them to watch Saturday Solutions. We'll tell them.
All right. But since we're mid-time through the year, this is when I start looking at our clients' books to say, okay, hey, this was a new vendor I put in this year. I'm sending them the W-9. Because sometimes they get misplaced. Sometimes people are like, do I really need to do this? Yes, you do.
Yep.
So you might have to send it 2 or 3 times, mail, email, fax, whatever. But you have to prove you have tried numerous times to get this information.
And this is something that you can do yourself as a business owner. You don't have to hire a bookkeeper to do. You can have your own employees do it. So then you don't have that extra cost of chasing down that vendor information. So like this is a tip that was very easy for you to handle.
Or when a new vendor comes in, the first thing you do, hand them the W-9.
Correct.
Because you really shouldn't be paying them until that's on file.
Correct. Which I've been known to do. I hold the check till I get the W-9.
All right. So then the other thing we want to talk about, number 2, is the employee retention credit. I know we've talked about it in the past, but just today or just this week, I've had 2 businesses say, is that still going on? Yes. Yes, it is. And you need to see if you qualify.
Right. And the IRS did extend the deadline because they transition out, like they time out, but they extended the deadline. Quarters. So now all 6 quarters are still in play right now. So we don't want you to lose that second quarter of 2020. I'm not sure what the new deadline is for that, but they did extend it so we didn't lose it. So get your pre-qual in so you can be on our list for us to call.
Yes.
You can go to our website, hlcbookkeeping.com, and at the bottom has the tax rebate specialist. Just click on that link and do that pre-qual form, and then I'll know to call you.
Yep. Or you can call us and we can do it together because we can do it on a Zoom. Yep. Share the screen.
All over the country.
So
you don't have to be local.
Yes, you don't have to be local.
Yeah, we'll walk you through.
We have clients in Texas. We even held North Carolina, Florida. I mean, come on. QuickBooks goes anywhere. All right. So please, please, please see if you qualify for the employee retention credit.
Looking at us, this is a lot of padding.
I know we chose like the craziest dresses. All right, but please, please do that because you guys worked hard during COVID. It's okay to do this.
It's a real program. It's an employee retention credit.
If don't pay it back.
941 employees, you should see if you're eligible.
That's it. Not everybody is, but at least see if you are.
Ownership and family is not.
Right.
So if you have a family business, unfortunately,
and everybody's related, nope. All right.
It's funny. We processed it, but we didn't qualify.
But we're willing to help others who do. All right. But anyways, so bookkeeping now. Basic tips. Let me grab it. My little notes here. Good thing I had it ready. Sort of. There you go.
General tips. Okay. So we do a little system called the cash cash. And what that means is it's a play on computer terminology. You know, cash is what? Memory or
Yes,
something.
C-A-C-H-E.
Yeah. So we call it the cash cash. So basically, we encourage people to set aside money for things that are coming up. And that would be money for taxes, should be in a separate savings or checking account. And you should be paying into these on a regular basis so that the money's there when the payments are due. That's a novelty for some people.
Yeah, you should not leave them in your operations account because then
you'll spend it. We're human people.
Yes.
If we see money and then we're like, oh, I can get that new
Yeah.
thing because I need it for my business. Forgetting, oh crap, sales tax. I gotta pay that this week. Oh crap, I have my quarterlies coming up next month. Yes, all that's
right.
true. All that's true.
So keep it separate. So
yes.
You really see what cash is available to you.
Right, and we talked about that. Sales tax doesn't belong to you.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So, and you want to pay attention to the cycles in your business.
That's right.
So, if you have seasonal cycles, I'm making a crap ton of money here and nothing here because the weather sucks in Pennsylvania and nobody's out doing stuff, you have to adjust for
That's right. That's right.
Do you have a line of credit to help you through? Do you have a way that you can save money, put it aside out of your operating account so that you have it during that leaner cycle time? This is business. Business. I tell
everybody.
People get tired of me saying it, but I'm going to say it anyways. Business is a roller coaster ride. If you want a merry-go-round, business is not for you. It's a roller coaster ride. And like, I wish sometimes it wasn't. Be like, you know, the kiddie roller coaster. That would be nice. But no, no. I don't care what business you're in. There comes a time when you're going up the big hill and down the big dip. So you have to be able to make sure that you have planned for those. Do not, I'm going to say it for the 100,000th time. If you're a sole proprietor, you need to have two different bank accounts. One for your personal life, one for your business life. We need to separate that. I know you pay taxes on everything combined. I know you don't have to tell me. Don't send me letters. Don't write me emails. The thing is, we need to make sure your business is viable and you're not subsidizing your own business. Okay? We want to make sure your business is working. The easiest way to do that is keep the account separate. Can you put money into your business? Of course you can. Can you take dividends from your business? Of course you can. You just track it by transferring from the two different accounts. But I want business by itself.
Okay.
That was pretty forceful.
Yes.
I've had a lot of caffeine this morning.
Yes. Holy moly.
So that's probably part of the problem.
Yep.
So then also reconciliations. We touched on this a couple weeks ago. Reconciliations must be done every month. If you don't know, that should be a topic. We never talked about how to reconcile. We talk about you should do it and why you should do it, but we've never taken you through the paces of how to reconcile.
The paces.
So maybe we'll do that coming up. We'll touch on that. But reconciling bank accounts, credit card accounts, loan statements, lines of credit should happen every month. You should know exactly where you are every month.
Yeah, and if you're doing a lot of transactions, quite honestly, you should be doing it once a week.
Yeah.
So there are no surprises.
Yeah. If you're a big business doing a lot of transactions, yeah.
Or you're in business with family who has the debit card, and sometimes, surprise,
that's what I did. Well, yeah. I can't even deny.
We live in reality, people.
Yeah.
We're human.
Correct.
So just watch it. That's all.
Pets get me.
Yes.
Pets get me. So like if I'm at a trade show and somebody's raising money for books, they get me. All right. So anyways, moving on. Where are your paper files? How long do you have to keep them? Does everybody know where the important files are in your office? Where are your electronic files? Are they being backed up? What happens if your server
use
crashes?
a password protection program?
If something happens and people can't get into your computer and you have files just for your clients on your computer, how can your company keep moving to help that client if nobody can get to their files? So you should have, whether you put it in a safe somewhere or whatever, everybody should have backup information so that if God forbid something's happened, you can keep moving forward. And then for the electronic files, there's so many ways you can back up. You can get a hard copy little backup. What are those side drive things? You know, I don't know what they
I'm
are
not
called.
tech.
But anyways, they were like these little things that you back up. Okay, so you can have that. You can have up in the cloud. You can back up to there. Make sure you've got good security, that sort of thing. But backups are important. If you have to rebuild, refine, redo, crazy things happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's like a power surge and your whole system gets zapped. You have no control over that. And like,
right.
so what are your redundant backups? How often? Are you only getting a backup once a week, once a month?
And please do not tell me you're still using tapes.
Oh,
Please.
that was a long time ago, Krista.
Yep, but some people do.
Yeah. So you definitely should have some sort of backup thing happening. So I think now, over the past 4 or 5 weeks, we've gotten through the whole bookkeeping seminar.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
So, again, bookkeeping is not hard. You just have to set aside the proper time because administration takes time. And you want to do it where you have minimal interruptions. Because a lot of times with bookkeeping, it's a flow, it's a line. And if you get interrupted during that line, sometimes then you have to go back.
Backtrack.
And you don't want to do that.
Correct. Yeah. So it's just make sure you have enough, you're leaving yourself enough time for administration. And in all honesty, you're not getting paid to do administration. So there comes that tipping point where you're like, okay, I need to hire somebody to do this. And then I need to go out and sell whatever.
Right.
And like we help
Because
you
your
figure all that
passion
out.
is your business.
Exactly.
That's right. All right.
I think that's it.
That's our 3 topics. We're actually less than 20 minutes.
We're within 15 to 20 minutes. Yay!
So that's good. So then next week we'll be here at 2 o'clock, our normal times. And I'm sorry for our tardiness today, but we were
only a minute late.
No, it was 3. And we were doing some exciting stuff that we'll tell you about later.
Exactly.
All right. So have a beautiful, beautiful weekend.
Yes.
Bye-bye.